This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
This is your first look at sports. I'm Jonathan Benson. The Junior Baseball League of Nassau has sudden death playoffs underway at St. Andrew's Field of Dreams. In the Coach Pitch division, the Athletics and Diamondbacks will play for the right to meet the Angels in the championship. And no matter who makes it through, the pennant winners say they are confident in their chances.
Right now, the Angels are obviously undefeated, so I think we'll carry the championship.
What's the plan now as you go towards the postseason?
It's just keep the kids practicing, keep them ready, and then after postseason, we're practicing for nationals, and then we got a tournament in Miami that we want to take the young kids to. Start them early.
Now in the T-ball division, the Raptors have advanced to the championship after finishing on top of the table with a 7-1 record. They now await the winner of tomorrow's sudden death game between the Hot Fries and Avengers.
We lost our first game, and we didn't do that well in the preseason, but we've been practicing and getting better and better and better, and we've beat all the teams now.
So what is the feeling now as you head towards the playoffs?
Well, we hope to we are looking forward to the playoffs because our Dupuis Real Estate Raptors have been the last 2 or 3 years we've been getting beat upon. So now in the driver's seat, that's different, and so we really enjoying that. And our players, we have some very good prospects coming up in our team. Good baseball players.
Well, the Bahamas Golf Federation holding its junior trials over the weekend. Brian Coakley finished on top in the 16-17 boys, shooting a 2-day 162. Harrison Collins was second, shooting a 175. Lucas Echeverry won the 14-15 boys, shooting a 154. Asif Robinson second there with a 166. In the 11-13 boys, Xavier Robinson topping the table with a 163. Cameron Riley second, a 191. In the girls 16-17, Asia Robinson, she was first with a 186. Marley Heel was second with a 203. Anicia Rolls, she won the 14-15 girls with a 178. Lilia Lang, she was second with a 196. Tanisha Tynes, she was the lone competitor in the 11-13 girls. She finished with a 228. Now the BGF is expecting to name its team for the Caribbean Amateur Junior Golf Championship by week's end. This year's event takes place July 1st through the 6th at the North Sound Gold Club in the Cayman Islands. The Whit Monday holiday weekend is fast approaching, and that means it's time for the oldest regatta in the country to continue its long-standing tradition. For more than a century now, the Mangrove Key Regatta has attracted sloop sailing enthusiasts to South Andros, and Commodore Larry Bastian has high hopes for the 2013 edition.
We are trying to put this regatta on the up and up. So what we have introduced this time is a segment called the Kamalami Boat, where we're going to have the school children sail the Kamalami boats. Then we have a sprig boat. The sprig boats are boats which are built by the young men in the community, and they sail with sheets, bed sheets, and steer by oars. So we're introducing the segment. So instead of having an A, B, and C, we're having a C class, a sprig boat class, and a Kamalami boat class. This is homecoming, it's a holiday weekend, so the Captain Moxie, they're booked out, Lady Katrina, they're booked out, Flamingo Air, Lee Air, they all booked out. So we're expecting a huge crowd. It's only 12 minutes by plane, 4 hours by boat.
Now, with the Reverend Dr. Philip McPhee being a son of the soil, the Mangrove Key Regatta has a special meaning to him, and he's looking forward to having a good time.
We're going home to celebrate and to give God thanks for over 190 years of sailing in Andros, and so we're delighted to be a part of this celebration. It's going to be a great regatta. We have over 13 C-class boats. We think that this will be a great opportunity to give Mangrove Key a financial boost, a tremendous financial boost, because you notice thousands will be in Mangrove Key this weekend. We'll be there for the church service. We'll be there to give God thanks for Mangrovians and to thank the committee.
Well, the Fritz Grant Florida Natural Track and Field Classic taking place this past Saturday at the old Thomas A. Robinson Stadium. A couple of our elite athletes were in competition, including Adrian Griffith, who was opening his season in the 100 meters.
First one in 2 years. I had surgery last year. Just trying to get the cord ribs out. It's a blessing to be back. It's been a long struggle, Over 14 doctors and therapists. I'm coming back.
That 10.52, you okay with that?
No, I mean, it's a little bit of headwind. It felt a little easy, but just got to go back to the drawing board. Let's see where I'm at.
Talk about all the stuff you went through. Talk a little bit about how you've been able to get through all of that.
Adversity is what it is. You know, sometimes you just gotta look back, and you can't look back. You just gotta keep moving and pushing what you gotta do. You know, people are there to pull you down, but you know what? It's all about how you execute and what you gotta do. You just gotta stay focused.
What does it mean for you to open up right back here at home for Mr. Grant?
You know, Grant is really special for me because he's a mentor. You know, he's my coach, he's a mentor. You know, he helped me through everything. And you know, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have been right here right now.
What's up for you now for the rest of the year?
Right now, still taking it slow, you know. Still dealing with a little couple of knickknacks, but you know, life goes on.
Is the World Championships out of the question for you, or?
No. I'll be ready for that.
Now, like Adrian, Andretti Bain, also a product of Coach Fritz Grant. Bain also opening up his season here at home over the weekend in the 400 meters, and Coach Grant is hoping this will be a successful building block for the rest of the season.
Andretti, you know, he had a little setback with some nagging injuries here and there, but so far what he's been doing in practices with his coach Curtis Pride now, and he's doing extremely well, you know, so he just got to put the race together, and it's all about building the confidence and executing the race from the different phases from start to the finish.
Well, we have more tonight from that dispute within the B3As, which resulted in 3 executives being dismissed through a vote of no confidence. According to B3A's boss Mike Sands, the way in which Iram Lewis, Carl Oliver and Harrison Petty handled the Bahamas Olympic Committee elections left the rest of the executive with no choice but to cut ties.
The General Secretary in the general meeting that is referred to as an outburst acknowledged that they made a deal, my words, to support the slate of the current membership of the BOC. And so under the circumstances, they could not afford to waste a vote or cast a vote in favor of myself or Pauline. The B3As, without question, is the most preeminent sport in the country. There was nothing to preclude the B3As from having 3 persons on the executive of the BOA. And so if we did not operate in a clandestine manner, maybe we could have very well sat down and strategized to determine how best we can get the representation.
Well, following elections on May 2nd, Deron Donaldson returned to the presidency's post of the Bahamas Lawn Tennis Association unopposed. Donaldson recently spoke about what his plans are for this term in office.
This year, everyone knew of our financial, struggle because of the Bahamas Women's Open that I walked into. Basically, that's behind us, I would say. I don't think we're going to be facing expulsion anytime soon anymore. But my main goal this year is development and fundraising. I mean, we're going to have some team travels, but given our financial situation, it's going to be fundraising, development, and trying to bring in sponsors and reconnect all the friends of tennis.
Now, in addition to his post with the BLTA, Donaldson is also a vice president with the Bahamas Olympic Committee, and that means added responsibility.
I think they've issued our portfolios now. I don't think they've sent it out to the press officially, but I think I'm going to have something to do with youth development, and definitely me and Cora Hepburn just came off Sports for All Conference, World Conference, and we learned a lot there. So we have plans to take that and take it to the Family Islands as well.
And that will do it for sports, but don't go anywhere. There's more to come after the break.
This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.